Hi students, it's Mrs. Burkhardt and this is your Shots tutorial, how to create your Shots movie. Anyways, thanks to the boys for letting me use their clips, and you'll notice the first thing I did was take all 6 clips into a folder and I labeled them. I just use quick mid for a mid shot, long shot, full, uh, extreme close-up, cutaway, and a close-up. It's going to make your life so much easier if you have your shots labeled before bringing them in to Premiere Pro. Next, we're using a different file source, so we need to check and see what are the parameters of this file. And the way that you do that is control click or right click, open with, and then you want to choose QuickTime Player. It's the default on this computer. It may not be on yours, so always go open with QuickTime Player. I happen to have it open, so I'll bring it up. Now, in order to check, it's click on the clip and then go Command I, and it brings up the inspector. Here's where you're going to find it's H.264 1920 by 1080 pixels. You need that information, and you need the frames per second. This is 23.98 or almost 24 frames per second. Great, now we're ready to get started. If I go into Premiere Pro, always you go File, New Project, and it'll bring up that window. Actually, let's just go into New Sequence. Here is where you select, and I found the right setting. We're in a digital SLR, so this is how it'll look. You want to open up this menu, and then in 1080p, the DSLR 1080p 24. Look at the parameters in here. This is 1920 by 1080. That's the same. And 23.976. And ours was 23.98. So that's a match. Great. Click OK. Actually, I could have just gone to cancel. But let's go back to sequence 1. And I already have started this one. Notice that I have the long shot and the full shot already inserted. That's just to give you an idea of what this is going to look like. I've already imported the clips. Remember, double click, open the window, and drag in the clips you're going to need. And now let's add the next shot. If I have long and full, the next one is mid. So I'm going to double click on mid and load it into the source monitor. Come on. Oh, not the name. Let's go. Doesn't want to load. Let's see if it's because, oh, it is in there. We were just at the end of the clip. So this is a nice mid shot. It's a little low, but it starts about waist up, and it's pretty cute. And you can scrub through and see the action. Look at that great dance move. Nice. And so I'm going to start just a little ways in. The motion is pretty similar all the way through. And we're at 00:04. Let's set the in point, click I, and now our in point is set. Now we have to go exactly 3 seconds from this point to put our end point. And to do that, click on the time code here, and then click just to the right of the number before this colon. So if I click there, hit delete, and add 3. I had a 0, so 3 plus 0 is 3. If I had a 1, it would be 3 plus 1 is 4. Hit return, and now your playhead moves exactly 3 seconds beyond where you started. Hit O. That's your out point. Now if I drag this clip onto my timeline, I will have an exact 3-second clip. Notice I'm just building. When I'm done, I'll have 6 3-second clips, and I will have them all titled. See how the titles fit exactly on top of the clip underneath them. Now let's go ahead and title this one. This is a mid shot. Go up to Title, New Title, Default Still. We're just putting a still title in. And I'm going to title it Mid. That's fine. Okay. And it brings up this menu. And this is where you can do all of your information in this shot. So in mid, we're going to get rid of this. Oh, I know why we're here. It's because I forgot to pull my playhead over the mid shot. And now we're going to see it over the mid shot. Isn't that cool? I'm glad I made that mistake because this will happen to you too. The cursor is blinking. The text tool is on. Let's just go ahead and type. By default, the color is white, and I'm going to just type mid shot. If I highlight it, just like in any program, I can also do Command A once I'm clicked in there. I can go up, and this is called kerning, and I sometimes like to play with kerning. Look at how it spreads the letters out. That looks kind of cool. If I need to recenter that text, I can click on vertical center and horizontal center. At some point, usually we do something called a lower third. It can go down in the bottom. You can place your title wherever you want. I'm just keeping mine in the middle to keep it simple for now. There's other cool things that you can do with the text, and we'll do them later. For now, the important thing is just to put it in the center. If you wanted to change the color, you could double click here and change the color. You could also make it bigger. This is the size by just scrubbing, making it a little bit bigger. It's up to you. And again, if you make it bigger, go back and center it again. Boom, done. The cool thing you'll see over here is this has now become an image over here in your project. So if you close it and grab it, you can just drag this right on top of your clip. Remember snapping. And it's a little too long. See, if I hover off the right edge, I can grab and just drag it, and it'll snap and be just the right length to go over your clip. How cool is that? Let's go ahead and play this now. Notice long shot in the middle.
Go.
It's a little jittery because I haven't played it through yet, but it'd play smoother if I played it a couple of times. Anyways, that's all there is to it. You're going to have 6 shots. Make sure they're correct. Make sure they're labeled. Make sure they're exactly 3 seconds long. And when you're done, File, Export, Media. It's the same as last time. You're going to use the H.264 and you're going to use YouTube SD. And that's it. So good luck, students, and have fun with this, and I look forward to helping you.